Alright guys, Beeline here, back with more Persona 5 Strikers. We just finished the second jail. And yeah, I guess now we're heading to the next city. So let's go. I don't know why I just didn't fast travel. I could just fast traveled. Well, whatever. I keep on forgetting there is fast travel in this game. Yeah. Let's go.
And that about sums up Natsume's confession.
So once people friended him through Emma,
Third video obviously not doing well, as I expected.
Just like what Alice said.
And Natsume's smartphone worked the same as Alice's too. There wasn't anything off about
Particularly
the Emma
bad,
app or the phone itself.
Oh, whatever.
So we got nothing again?
I didn't say that. Just like before, there were traces of someone snooping around in there.
For real?
It means someone was monitoring both Natsume and Alice.
Well, any idea who it is?
Sorry, I got nothing. All I found were traces.
So Alice and Natsume were being watched by someone. Hey, Zenkichi, did the police know about that?
No. The only reason we know this guy exists is because Sakura.
Really, and Neil was contacted to be on
So
the
aside from the
challenge.
fact that they both used Emma,
It's interesting.
this mystery observer is the only
I wouldn't
thing
be
linking
opposed to
Alice
it.
and Natsume together. If the police didn't know that, why would they assume these two cases are related?
Well, these are some very peculiar cases. But mainly, it boils down to the nature of the crimes and the timing.
The timing?
All of the change of heart incidents occurred at roughly the same time, that being within the last 3 months. Didn't I tell you?
3 months ago is around when Emma was released.
Well, Emma is being used to perpetrate the crimes, so that makes sense.
Well, then obviously it's,
Maybe.
again, like a
Seems
similar
like it'd be
thing
pretty
to the first
difficult
one.
for a third party to pull off.
That company putting that thing out is suspicious as all hell. What are they called again? Madams?
Madis. Well, at least you got the mad part.
For what it's worth, I'm investigating on that front as well. Still, we're talking about a major corporation operating on a global scale. You can't just walk in and start poking around without reason.
You haven't found anything suspicious yet?
Not yet, no. At least, nothing's come up from checking the individuals involved. If our mystery observer was connected to Madis, though, then we'd have grounds to conduct an
I think you
investigation.
prefer seeing me.
Do you think there's someone pulling the strings in this case?
We don't know for sure yet. The incidents are similar, but they could just as easily be unrelated.
Guess we'll have to see if the other incidents have any overlap as well. That's one of the basic rules of investigation. Find what the incidents do and don't have in common, then start narrowing things down. For now, looking into the other incidents is our best bet at scoring a lead.
This is true. We'll have to do what we can for the time being.
And if we look into the other jails and their monarchs, we might learn something new.
Then, if we're all done here, I'm heading to Sapporo to see what I can find on our next target. We'll rendezvous on the 8th. I'll contact you the day of.
3 days. Should be an easy trip with a car.
No need to rush. The target's not even in Japan until then. Oh, right. Wasn't there a festival happening around here soon? Sendai's famous for its Tanabata festivals. Lots of good food lined up, too. Or so I hear.
Yes, I did see decorations being put up here and there.
Anyway, I'll see you in 3 days. Don't forget.
I guess he wants us to rest up while we can.
Gramps is actually a pretty considerate guy, huh?
Well, since we're here, should we put on yukata and go to the festival? Yukata. I can't help but think of our disastrous fireworks festival last
I
year.
knew they were
when we
gonna
got
reference
rained
that.
on. That's why we're gonna do it right this time. Besides, we didn't have Futaba or Haru with us back then.
Count me in! Going to a festival in a yukata sounds wonderful.
And she was there. Like that's literally like the first time, well not the first time, but it's like one of the few times before she makes her real appearance in the game that we see her. Is that she was at the fucking festival being driven away or whatever.
Then we got a plan. Sophia, find us a shop that sells yukata.
I've got 4 hits. Allow me to
to direct you.
Okay.
Dude, check out all the booths!
As one might expect from Sendai's Tanabata Festival. It's quite lively here.
Apparently, the locals call it Tanabata-san, and it's said to have originated from back in Date
That's so
Matsumi's
fucking
time.
weird. So
That's the dude
Ed,
from the statue
Ed's brother from last season of The Circle is on The Circle now. It's like, what?
Dragon of Ocean.
It's like, why?
What
That's
are
so
you,
fucking
Fraternity or
random.
something?
Oh, there are so many booths. It's hard to pick what to see first. What do you think?
And the fact that Ed is now on the challenge as well. It's like, what the fuck are we doing? Why is this family getting so many shots at reality TV?
Oh, wanna make a competition out of it? I'm a pretty good shot, you know.
You seem more like the brute force type, Ryuji. I think you should stick to melee weapons.
I don't think we're on the same page here. Speaking of which, those guys here yet?
It takes time for a lady to get ready. You're not unrefined apes like the rest of you.
Who are you calling an ape? You're the unrefined one, you furball.
Look, this furball's got claws, you bonehead!
Sorry for the wait.
Lady Han, you look absolutely gorgeous.
Thanks, Morgana.
Sorry, tying the obi took quite some time.
I'm assuming you can't romance anyone in
This
this
outfit was made to be
game,
worn
right?
during the summer, and it matches the festival atmosphere perfectly.
Absolutely picturesque. You've brought us a much-needed air of refinement.
Yeah, according to someone, we're about as unrefined as it gets.
Wow, Ryuji, that looks really good on you. Even better than your school uniform.
You gotta try and make me feel better.
You made a good choice with that mask, though. Yellow's a good match for this season. I bought a water balloon myself. You gotta get one when you go to a festival.
Our balloon? Oh, you mean a yo-yo?
No, isn't that called a water yo-yo?
Wait a sec. I thought it was yo-yo balloon.
No, it's a water balloon.
What do you call it?
Wow.
He told you. Water balloons and yo-yos are two totally different things. So it's gotta be a yo-yo balloon.
Looks like everyone's having a good time. We should have a little fun ourselves. Why don't we check out the food stands and get something to eat?
Sure. I was starting to get hungry since everything smells so good. Look, they've got all the staples. Yakisoba, yakitori, shaved ice. They've even got cognac skewers. Those are huge in Tohoku.
What are we waiting for? Charge!
Come on, we should get going too. I'm starving.
Hell yeah! Let's start from one end and get one of everything.
Feels as if we're forgetting the spirit of Tanabata. Though I have no objections.
I want to see more of the festival too. Show me how to catch goldfish.
This Uncharted video is doing so bad. Like, it's so funny, actually. It's at 10 views after 23 minutes. That's really bad. But whatever. Alright, let's actually, shit, we're in more story. I'll finish watching
Cognac skewers, ishinomaki yakisoba.
the Bluebird Cannon 9 video. I actually wouldn't mind rewatching the Uncharted video. That's kind of what I want to do, actually.
Gotta hand it to old man Masamune. He is one cool dude.
That's Lord to you. Did I do it right, Yusuke?
Am I that predictable?
Catching goldfish seems difficult. Is there some sort of secret to catching one?
Try to stay calm, then strike.
So that's
without
really
hesitation.
random that BB16 got taken off of
Wow.
Paramount Plus for some reason.
Mako-chan? I see. We'll get it next time. You're getting a call from Zenkichi.
Yo, you guys having fun? Just working. Not really, anyway. Listen, I wanted to ask you guys a favor. I'm already investigating in Sapporo.
I know this voice actor, right? Like, I'm pretty confident I know this guy's voice.
There's gonna be a session at the
Don't know
Mount Alma
exactly who it
campus.
is, though.
Not that kind of session. The CEO of Medice is holding a lecture.
Like, it doesn't feel like a voice that should be in
I'm still
Persona.
looking into them at the moment, but the more info we have, the better. I'd like you to attend the lecture in my place. I'm glad you get it. And just so we're clear, don't draw any unnecessary attention to yourselves. Just go and see if the CEO says anything strange. His name is Akira Konoe. He looks like a capable CEO, I'll give him that. Anyway, I'm gonna be counting on you kids. And again, try not to get carried away, alright?
So what did he want?
I want to get this straight. This guy's running the company that made Emma?
This might be a good opportunity to learn something new.
I suppose we'll find out at the lecture tomorrow morning.
Guess break time's over. Time to get back to work.
Maybe I don't know. Tom Taylorson. Oh.
As you all know, life is just an ongoing series of daily decisions.
Alright, what else was he in?
What should I wear today?
He's
Every
fucking
day
Scott
begins
Ryder in
with
fucking
insignificant
Mass
little
Effect
moments. But then there
Andromeda.
comes a time to decide your field of
I feel like there's
study, your
something
place
else
of
though.
employment,
Maybe not. I mean, I guess he's
going
just like a whole
from
bunch of
there.
random
And
voices
it's
in like
these
God of
choices
War and
that
stuff like
matter.
that.
Yes, people
But
are
yeah, he is
always looking
Scott
for
Ryder in
the
Mass
best
Effect
choice for the
Andromeda.
correct choice. Medice
Ah,
seeks to
fuck
provide
me.
it for everyone through the power of AI. Emma is a state-of-the-art AI designed to integrate itself into our everyday lives.
So this is our next
Gathering and
target?
analyzing extraordinary amounts of data with perfect precision. Emma can help everyone make the best choices.
Capable CEO seems pretty spot on.
Wow, he's so composed. He's practically overflowing with confidence. Look how clearly he states his company's outlook and principles. He's got everyone's attention. Right. He's not saying anything particularly suspicious, though.
Well, thanks to Emma, Medice's stocks have shot way up. You can bet they're one of Japan's biggest enterprises right now. That said, I feel like a company with this much going for it wouldn't have much to gain from changing people's hearts.
Perhaps, but that doesn't change the fact that Emma is still a key factor in the jails. It's through Emma that people are allowed access.
Right. Medice is connected to all of this one way or another, be it directly or indirectly.
Hey, do you think there's a real culprit behind all of this? Like, some kind of mastermind? I think there is. Even if we beat the monarchs, change their hearts, and free everyone's desires, the jails don't disappear. There's gotta be something keeping them here.
So you're saying the real culprit's the one doing that?
I don't know. But do you remember how even the monarchs themselves didn't know much about Emma?
That's right. Alice and Natsume said the same things in their testimonies.
And if that's the case, then the monarchs might not be the only ones manipulating Emma.
Which means it could be someone at Medice. Or our mystery observer.
Or our head honcho down there.
Or perhaps someone completely different.
Yeah, well, we just gotta stick to what Gramps was telling us, right? All we can do is keep solving cases and collect more info. As long as the Phantom Thieves of Hearts do what they do best, we'll set this shit straight.
Wow, Ryuji. That was pretty insightful. I'm surprised.
He's right. And in that sense, attending this lecture is a valuable use of our time. Let's make sure we pay attention all the way to the end.
Yo, how long was I out? So, what did the dude say?
Ugh, can I smack you?
Well, he didn't exactly say anything out of the ordinary. Then again, I wouldn't expect him to trip up that easily.
Well, I'm starving, so maybe we should just head back? That guy was talking for friggin' ever.
Hey guys, that stuff you said earlier, was all of that true?
Huh?
Are
you really the Phantom Thieves of Hearts?
What?
That's the girl from earlier, right?
You're the woman from the beef tongue restaurant.
Oh, Ichinose-san, right?
You heard all that? Well, the thing is, I'm really good at picking up when a cat meows. Honestly, I found that way more interesting than Kanoe's lecture.
Ah! Me? You guys are the ones she overheard.
What the hell are we gonna do?
Whoa, stop. It's all right. This place will be closing up soon. Let's talk more outside. Wow, to think you guys are the famous Phantom Thieves. Come on now.
Why pretend?
Try to hide it.
Like, who
When
fucking
you guys
cares?
mentioned Alice and Natsume, I imagine you were referring to Alice Hiragi and Ango Natsume from the press conferences, yes? Is it safe to assume those were your doing? Oh, and what was that about Emma giving people access to jails? Oh, is that related to everyone's hearts getting changed?
She heard everything.
Can we ask what you're doing here, Ichinose-san?
Oh, I told you at the beef tongue place, didn't I? I'm a researcher at the university.
Oh, that's right.
I'm also the one who designed the base for Emma.
Oh.
You made the base? I didn't tell you. I specialize in the research and development of artificial intelligence.
He definitely didn't hear about that.
Around the time I finished developing Emma, Medice came to me with an offer to buy it. I was actually pretty tight on money at the time, so I went ahead and sold it.
Is this lady for real?
Oh, by the way, that's why Medice is participating in the lecture today. Well, to be more accurate, the university asked me to reach out to them. I certainly didn't expect the CEO himself to show up, though. I only got invited because of my little connection with the company. Anyhow, yeah, that's how I ended up being there to overhear everything.
So you're Emma's creator, and Medice is simply the ones running it?
Oh, well, they're definitely the ones running it, but I can't say for sure if that's all they've been doing. They just designed the base. Who knows what Medice did once I sold it to them?
So, you know all about Emma then, right?
Naturally. It's like my baby, you know? At the risk of tooting my own horn, it's a really good baby.
Well, never would have expected this turn of events.
Do you think she's telling the truth about
I forgot that was the thing that came out today
I think
too.
it's impressive that the
That,
CEO of Medice came to personally give a lecture.
Yeah, not looking
If she's
great
the one
for
who made it
Survivor
happen,
production.
doesn't that mean she has a lot of
Or I
influence?
guess Fiji's closing down again.
And let's not forget the
Which,
university asked her to attend the lecture.
What should we do?
Means they
probably tell
might
us a lot
have
about Emma.
trouble
Not to mention she knows who we are now.
filming 42.
What do you think?
I guess it's too late to cover this up.
Then we may as well go all in and find out what we can. Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
It's settled then. We'll tell her everything.
Is all of that true?
Right, we know, it's kind of hard to believe, huh?
Hey, what if we just show her, like we did with Senkichi?
Wow! It really does exist! I mean, how else could you explain all this? So Emma functions as the entry point here, huh? No, that's... if I consider the possibilities...
She believed all that?
Oh, you have no idea how fascinating this is! What an incredible development!
Well, at least we don't gotta go through the trouble of convincing her.
Ichinose-san, do you have any idea why Emma is serving as an entry point to the jails?
No, couldn't tell you. I'm surprised this other world even exists.
There's no way I could have thought of a way to get in if I didn't even know it existed to begin with. Yeah, that
Alright, let's see the comparison for Uncharted. It's gonna be number
So
10.
that means
It is.
that function was added later?
Actually, it's only 2 views behind the Final Fantasy 7 remake video. Which, by the way, I didn't even talk about this. The Final Fantasy 7 remake video has picked up in views recently. I'm actually content with how that video is done now. Where it's actually like, I believe it's past some other more recent video game videos. Let's look at this. Yeah, it's at 265 views, which isn't great. But yeah, 265 views, so yeah, like I believe it's better than Catherine video by about 50 views at this point. I mean, it's better than I mean, it's on pace to be better than the Assassin's Creed Brotherhood retrospective. It's I believe it's doing better than Life is Strange video at this point, comparison-wise. I believe. Let's actually look it up, because I believe it's still in the comparison. Oh no, it is behind it, but not by less than 10 views. So like, I'm sure it'll catch up. Like, I mean, like, it's doing okay at this point. Like, I'm pretty content with. It's better than Ghost of Tsushima. It's nearing my Last of Us Part 2 initial spoiler review. So it's like, I mean, it's doing okay. I'm fine with that. Yeah.
Ooh, I like the sound of that. Super Phantom Fifi! I'd be glad to help however I can. And I can't say I don't feel kind of responsible for all of this. More than anything, though, I think I'd die of curiosity if I didn't get involved. So, what do you need me to look into? Say the word and I'm on it.
Indeed. We'd be very interested to know exactly what kind of changes Emma went through thereafter.
I see. Basically, you'd like to know the secret behind this new version of Emma. Someone's responsible. You want to know who.
Oh, hey, we found some of those mystery junk parts out there, didn't we? Maybe if she takes a look at them, we'll learn more about that world.
Ooh, so you're gonna give me a bunch of neat stuff to analyze? Yes, that's excellent. Just wonderful. In fact, I'll even buy them from you as research materials.
Well, if this is going to be a deal, then we'll need to provide something as well.
Nonsense. It's fine just the way it is. And a researcher is just squealing with delight. So, what do you say we seal the deal?
Yeah, let's just finish this podcast. Like, fuck. I don't really care that much about what's going on here. Like, to us, I don't really care about a lot of these newer characters that are being introduced to here.
Giving them a heads up. But Ty does feel like he says he's going to take ownership. He's not going to do a goodbye message like, well, I don't know what happened. Kiefer must have turned.
What was that? Junk parts become easier to obtain.
So,
She specializes in AI.
Jed
Maybe we
is
should ask about
gonna
some
talk
stuff,
to Ty. Ty lies to him. Beth talks to
Sophia.
Jed. Jed now feels good. He's like, you know what? I feel good about my talk with Ty. Because not only did he cry to him, the beat then cut, and then they talked and they hung out a while after. And Ty started to study with Jed
It's nice to meet you
for a
too.
while,
Flip the
and they were
switch on
hanging
her.
out. And everything seemed
it's
fine, and they
just that I've got
cuddled
so
as a
much on my
threesome.
mind right now.
And
I'm
Jed
a
is now
little
feeling
confused.
better because
So
Ty is
here's
putting
an
a
AI
lot
you
of
met in
work
Metaverse.
into convincing
Is there
Jed.
anything you can tell us
No,
about
I'm not voting
No,
you. Only
can't
to
say
now,
I know
like probably
anything
today or
about
tomorrow.
Think you could
Turn
send
it
me
back
your
around.
code
It's
later,
very
though?
confusing. But
No
he's like, I feel good about Ty now. I feel like
Dreams
we're
are
good. And Beth says, that's great. That's great. Just. I don't want you to feel dumb if it doesn't work out, okay?
See you around.
And like you can see on Jed's face, he's like very happy, and you can see it falling. Like she goes
Well,
back into
there
that
she
dark
goes.
place because
Would've been nice if she'd known something
she's
about
pulling him
Sophia.
back into reality.
I'm okay, as long as I can
And
stay
she's
useful
like,
to you
I
guys.
need you to go
Well,
talk
Dad
to
takes
Kiefer. I
care
need
of
you to go
that.
campaign to Kiefer. And he's like,
Oh yeah, I totally forgot after all that's just happened.
so he goes
but
and
we're
campaigns to
heading
Kiefer,
Sapporo next,
who
right?
also plays
Yeah, we
dumb.
should get going. Zenkichi's
I
waiting
haven't
for
heard
us in
anything
Hokkaido.
like that.
Hell
Why is
yeah,
Beth?
Hokkaido,
I mean, is
here
Beth
we
just
come.
running around
We're going
like
to Hokkaido
being
next?
sketched? Like, I just feel like Beth is doing weird things. And Jed completely ignores what he says about Beth because he knows that it's not Beth, and he just says, he's like, Jed is saying, Kiefer, please keep me. And Kiefer's like, of course, I would never not keep you. That's not even a thing. I've never heard Ty say anything about anything.
Unlike the cities in the real world, you can
Jed
visit
is
jails
like,
anytime, however.
dude, I know that you're gonna vote me out. I'm just trying to campaign to you right now, and I'm just pretending that I don't know. And Kiefer's like, I'm willing to run with that.
So-
I'm not voting you out. And that's basically as far as it
Yeah, I
goes.
think what we'll do is we'll talk to all of our confidants first before leaving, and then
their
we'll
plan is. It's like, how do you please keep me? Okay, I'll keep you. Okay, like how do you go next with that? Here's all the reasons you should keep me. They're just gonna keep being like,
Well,
no,
there's
I don't need to hear it. I'm
Futaba, so
keeping
she
you.
wanted to do
I mean,
something, right?
I think there's a lot of merit in the attempt of pretending that you don't know that the other person is snaking you because you can make points to them in ignorance that they will be more open to than if they thought that you knew, and their guard would be up more because they know that you were trying to persuade them, right? So if Jed pretends that Kiefer is still completely on his side, he has no reason to lie to Kiefer when he thinks that Kiefer is completely on his side. So he can sneak in some information that Kiefer may accept more readily. However, in this particular instance, Jed is not doing that, first of all. And I think that Jed needs to just come out and say, dude, I know that you're gonna vote me. Stop lying to my face and tell me the truth so we can have a real conversation, because at this point, what he's doing is just batting up against a brick wall.
That's
Well,
it.
plus Kiefer knows that Jed knows because they know that Beth. They basically
suspect.
know that Beth told him.
Yes.
They suspect it, but they think
Something
that
is
they're dead,
amiss.
and Jed's been acting all weird, and now he's going to pitch. Like, I feel like you have to draw that line. But you're right, Jed still does need to be like, okay, let's put this like really out in the open in case you think there's any chance I don't know. I do know, and now we can like have this conversation.
Kiefer then spills everything to Tara and Brayden about the pitch. And he's also going to have a conversation with Tara. We mentioned this last night during the roundtable, where he talks again about how Beth is not that threatening and that maybe they should take a shot at Ty next week instead of Beth. For some reason, Kiefer is really... I think they've made such a fool of Beth this week that Kiefer feels like she is at the bottom of the list now. That Beth can't win this game. And so he's starting to look at who's a bigger threat, Tara and Ty. I think that he would love for Tara or Ty to go next week.
I can't believe my Go Kaiju video got 1,000 views. It's like, that's something I definitely never expected that to get 1,000 views.
And I mean, to be fair, it seems like it's because he genuinely separated himself from them. Like, he's not faking it. Like, he kind of takes them a little bit now. But they seem to be welcoming him, and it's not like, oh, we need to make sure Ty and Beth don't pair back up. It's just like, we're seeing Ty as the single
That's kind of a pointless
person.
That means-
moment there.
Tara, this other single person. So whatever
Come on,
you
come
do,
on.
Yes, alright. So,
Okay.
Mel, anything else that you wanted to bring up from yesterday?
Oh, I didn't even realize we can go in here.
of the missing stick.
Oh,
Hey, what's over here then?
Jed has a study guide.
Oh.
We talked about this a long time ago. But it has vanished. Somebody stole his study guide. We do not know who it is, as far as I'm aware. Ty denies doing it. Beth denies doing it. They were the only people who knew about it. And all of a sudden, it's gone.
You can only buy one.
I have no leads. Like, Beth wouldn't?
I suspect Ty. I mean,
You think so? You think he'd go that far?
I
Like,
just,
he's already
like-
full savage? Is he just gonna go one more
he's
step
the
and
most
steal
savage
study
person in the
board?
house at this point. He's the only person who knew where it was.
What do we have
Jed
here?
is leaving.
He spent hours studying with Jed, trying to get info from him.
maybe we'll keep that.
If it is anyone, and it's not just production, I think it's got to be Ty.
That is just... I hope we get that confirmed, because that will be crazy.
So,
No, I really don't know. It could be anyone, or it could just be. I mean, it could be that Jed got rid of it himself, or is moved it somewhere else, knowing that Ty is not with him anymore. Jed moved it and is like, oh, it disappeared, somebody took it, and so that Ty wouldn't have access to it anymore. I don't know.
I didn't even think about that. That could be it as well. Kudos to Jed if that's
Could
the
it
case,
though?
because it would take a lot of emotional capacity to be like, oh, I'm so stupid, I'm going home.
Wait, what were we
But
at
I
time-wise?
also must remember the strategy and not let Ty study anymore. So yeah, I really hope we figure
Kodo
it out.
already talked to.
Yeah,
Ryuji's
I mean,
over here.
that actually makes a lot of sense to me because he would want to move it and then he would tell Beth where it is, right? Before he leaves, so that Beth would have access to it, but not Ty, because Ty knew where it was.
Yeah, and they need that study guide. That is essential.
Wait,
Whatever
where's-
mustard and pasta
Here?
on a piece of paper.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. All right. I see a lot of suspicion on Brayden as well. Brayden spent the whole day
can we
adamantly
not go with him?
saying, Jed's gonna get over this. Jed's gonna get over this. It was like him and Tara, like they all talk, like Jed's gonna be fine. He's acting like he's gonna die. He's gonna be fine. Like, geez, let him have his moment. This is one of the most brutal things that's ever happened in the game. Let him be sad for like a day, man.
They're all just turning into savages now. Makes for an interesting endgame if they're going to be able to just turn off these emotion switches every time someone leaves. But they're not doing it in like a bullying way like we've kind of seen before. Like, at least not yet. But they're listening to Jed. They're still hanging out with him. They're still cuddling in bed. So I like that part of it.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's what we have for you here. Had to get a bit of a quick one in here today, but still fun day. We are, I imagine, still looking at
What a
a
coincidence.
potential Ty Jed confrontation, a real one. Perhaps a Ty or Jed and Kiefer confrontation. We still do not know necessarily where the targets are going to land in this fake double eviction. But you know, a lot up in the air here. We'll just have to wait and see where it all goes, Mel.
Yep. Could be a good day. Could be another very messy day. Hope we
it's
get a
our own,
decision
right?
from Beth today, at least for now, before she changes it.
Double check.
All right. So that's what we have for you. I'll be back
Let's go.
tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Eastern.
So I think we're gonna end in a second. Next episode, I'll probably watch my own Uncharted video because I kind of want to rewatch it.
Episode of Big Brother Canada 9. I will also be live.
Crypto.com Visa card.
Cool, getting my own ad.
Powered by crypto.
I'll just add
How about these?
Yeah, we'll end here. Next episode.
To more narrative-based single-player experiences. I mean, outside of the Assassin's Creed series, I would say the Uncharted
That's it for now.
series
Thanks for watching.
is a series that influenced my